All right. So hello to everyone on StreamYard. This is a teleconference that's a part of this. So welcome everyone. If it's your first time here, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Rumble. So either one, please feel free to subscribe and like or whatever it is that you need to do. I really appreciate it. Now we are really in a very interesting time. I know that you guys on there can. How many people were impacted by that full moon? Was it just this past week or the week before? No, it was just this past Wednesday, wasn't it? Because
Yeah.
because to me it was huge, and it brought up, and then it was so funny how things go, because I'm not that huge into astrology. I absolutely believe in it. I absolutely think it's a way for us to receive insights and stuff like that, but I can't tell you what Pluto does or Sagittarius. I don't know any of that kind of stuff. However, like one night this week, I just kept waking up, and one time I woke up like almost in a panic attack, and I thought, gee willikers, what is going on? And then the next day I listened to someone that's talking about the astrology, and they said this full moon, it was like a blue moon or something, was actually about releasing. So I said, okay, hence the panic attack. Things I needed to release.
I can definitely resonate with that.
Exactly. So I just feel like so many things happen to us, and we're like, what the heck? And then when we read more or listen more or follow, the various people that we like to follow, and then you hear stuff is like from another way of looking at things, you realize, oh, okay, yep, makes sense, got it, check on that one. It just cracks me up.
I feel like it was like a time warp.
Yes.
Every time I looked at my clock during the day before and the day after or whatever,
yeah,
it was like time slowed down.
Yes.
Like instead of 5 or 6 hours going by, it was 1. I'm like, oh my God, it's 9:30. I've been asleep for 2 hours.
Right. Well, I woke up at 3:30 in the morning, and I did not think I was going to get back to sleep, because you know how your mind, when you get into your mental body and you go around and around and around. And so what I ended up doing was, to me, the crystalline energy is just like this morphine. It looks like a cloud, but it just morphs between, pinks, magentas, yellows. And finally, I just visualized that, so that my mind was thinking about, this morphine crystalline energy. And then I fell back asleep. So now I found a way that, so then I found a way that, okay, this is where I can shut down my brain, just focus on the crystalline energies. So that was
that a few times.
Did you really?
After your last session.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just listened to it this morning. I got up like 5:30.
Yeah.
I need to go back to sleep. And that last one, it puts you in an expansive state and you just fall asleep.
Yes, exactly. And so as I was sitting here, before I called in and activated the meditation, or the YouTube stuff, I was thinking to myself, okay, Goddess, what do you want to talk about tonight? And that was actually a little bit of how people are really walking different timelines at the same time, and how in one you've done certain things and in others it hasn't, it's got a different perspective, and how we need to blend it all together. And then I remembered the last time that we got together was about integrating the crystalline timeline. So I thought, is that what this is all about? Is this all about the, that integration or whatever? So anyway, yeah, I think that every day has the potential to really be a new and different day. And I think that any decisions that we make in our lives have the ability to have immediate impact in, whatever it is that might be going on. And more so than ever before, I think the phrase, you create your reality, is way more important than it has ever been before, because of this light vibration, and because of the transformity of things, or the transitioning of things. So anyway, I just didn't know if anyone else had been having the same crazy week. And like sometimes I think I've done something, and then I look around, it's like, oh, I haven't done that yet, but I thought it was done. And I think to myself, oh, I didn't do that yesterday. Oh no, I did that a week ago. So I'm trying to just, oh, it's crazy. Just crazy.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it, I figure if it's happening to me, it's probably happening to a lot of you guys also.
Yeah. I just let go of time constructs unless I have to do something.
Which is a good idea. Yep. All right. So just there are no real announcements. I will have the Universal Light Beings on Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'll send out that email tomorrow, just as a reminder to everyone. So anyone that might be on here tonight thinking this is the Universal Beings, it is not. This is the meditation with the Goddess of Creation. And so I'm going to jump into that in just a moment. If you are here looking for the ULBs, they're going to be on Wednesday. You can go to crystallinetransformations.com and scroll down and write your question in there if you have any questions. It just seems to me, I think the last time I even wrote a question in because I didn't want to forget about it. It was like about 4 or 5 days beforehand. And I wrote it in, and I said to Alexander, I said, hey, it's me. Would you please write this down, because I'm afraid I'll forget about it. And then I can't even remember which one it was now, because that was a couple of weeks ago. All right. So if people, I do private sessions with people. So if that's something that you're interested in, then please check out my website, goddesslight.net. I don't, come January, lots of changes are coming about in January. In January, I'll be able to like post a calendar on there, and then people can like choose the day and time. But for now, if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead and look at that and purchase your session, or send me an email, and then we'll get it set up. Usually I can work with you within about a week to 10 days. What else? I don't have any classes coming up because I'm just trying to get through this energy. Okie dokie. So I guess that's it. Let me see. So let me switch over here. All right. So for those of you that might be watching this, I don't monitor the chat. So if someone asks me a question in chat, I'm not gonna look at it, because that's too distracting while I'm in a meditation mode. So I did on both the Rumble and YouTube, I did put the number in there. And so when we get to the question and answer session, you can just dial in that number and put yourself in the queue. Press *2, *6, *2, *6. What is it again, y'all?
6.
Okay. Press *6 on your phone, and that'll put you into the queue. But anyway, so welcome everyone. I'm really happy to have you here, and we're going to get started.
The recording has started. All participants are muted.
As we're gathering together for this meditation, I invite you to begin by breathing deeply within yourself. As you take in a deep breath, you feel that breath of energy and light as it moves in through your nose. It goes down into your lungs. And then as you breathe out, make a conscious choice to let go of any tension or stress, to let go of anything that may be hanging over you. As you take another breath in, allow that breath of energy and light to move even deeper within you. It moves through your lungs, into your heart, and it moves down into your bloodstream, so that that breath of energy and light begins to circulate throughout your bloodstream. You breathe in and out gently and easily. As you begin to feel all of your energies calming down, take one last breath of energy and light. This time, allow that breath to move through you on every level. It's as if with every breath in, there is wave upon wave of energy that just moves through you. And every time you breathe out, if there's anything that's distracting you, if there's anything on your mind, you just let it go. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out to embrace you in this now moment. You are in a time of amazing transformation. And even though it may not feel that way to you, I would invite each one of you to take a moment and just give yourself the acknowledgement that you are here at this time, that you are a part of this experience, and that because of all of you, the world has been able to ascend. This is not a simple transformation. This is not something that was just thought about and then accomplished. You are in a cycle that has been coming on for several thousand years, and you are here at the completion, making a clear choice to move forward in this new energy or this new frequency. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. There is a reason why the population of the earth is higher than it has ever been before. There is a reason why so many of you are awakening, to be it lifetimes, memories, or consciousness, that you now realize has always been within you. And that reason is that most of you are here because you wanted to be a part of this. And so many of you had already ascended off of the earth. Consider that for yourself. There are many, many different ways in which to look at your life. The interpretation of what is happening in your life is something that is in part a choice, but the interpretation is also something that is entrained within you due to your experiences. This is why at this time, it is so very important that each one of you make that choice. That choice to be present in everything that may be happening within your life. that choice to experience many different sides of a reality. Ultimately, this is about you now standing up for who you are. There are so many of you that in past lifetimes may have been persecuted for doing so. And you are therefore healing that past experience by being fully present and expressing yourself as who you are, not only in the now moment, but as life unfolds around you. Taking a deep breath and breathe out. I feel such love for each one of you. And may that be reflected into your own reality within you. As you breathe in, create that ball of energy or light within your heart center. Perhaps it looks green. Perhaps it feels to you as if it's another color. Each of your energy bodies have various colors associated with them. However, each one of you, when you are on your own pathway, as everything rises into the higher dimensions, there may be subtle transitions within these. So breathe into your heart center, envision, if you will, or feel or sense that ball of energy. You then send it down. It moves through your solar plexus, swirling through your solar plexus. You send it down into your sacral energy body, again, swirling through that space. And as you connect with your root, take a moment and consider your root energy center. This is your connection to humanity, connection to your family, connection to that which is your alignment for all that is happening. You may feel it in every other energy body, but your root is the foundation of it all. You then send that beam of light from that energy body as it moves down into the earth. Feel Gaia. Feel how, as you are connecting, you stretch out in different directions. Let it just anchor you, pulling all of your energies down into the earth so that you're able to anchor at this time. You let that energy of Gaia flow back up through that column of light. It goes again through your energy bodies, anchoring within your heart center until it moves up, moving through your throat, your third eye, your head center, and it goes up until you can connect with your higher self. Within your higher self, you may have a perception of things that are happening in your everyday life. If it seems as if there's a bunch of things that are over and done with, clear it out. If you have a perception of changes you are seeking to make that are not moving anywhere, clear them out. Allow your higher self to become a place where you can go and instantly connect to or align with whatever you are seeking to create. So expand your consciousness and be present within this space. You send that energy and light even further up. There is a thread that connects you directly into your soul. So you follow this as it moves directly into the soul of you, the person that you are. Feel or see or sense the massive expansion within this space. If your sense is that it's just an empty space, then create within your imagination an image of a person, knowing that as you see this person and as you merge with this person, this is you as your divinity. Your soul is your direct link into God. It's that direct link into the central spiritual sun. It's the direct link into the multitudes of lifetimes. So take this moment to absorb all that is here for you. I sense that there are certain times when you, in your human reality, feel as if you either don't deserve or you don't understand or you don't think that that could really be you. I would invite you to therefore remove any blinders and see, sense, know who you truly are. I had a discernment that many of you just shifted upward, your vibration just rose, and you blended more fully with your source. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. I reach out to embrace you. I reflect back to you, you the person, you as your soul. And as our energies merge, we shift into the all that is. Within the all that is, there is a great deal of the crystalline energies. It's as if it's just here awaiting you. For some that can see, it may look as if it's a swirling energy, perhaps white, perhaps clear, perhaps tinted with color. For some that just feel it, open up and just feel whatever messages or perception you are able to receive. If your perception is blank, then create within your consciousness something that looks like a moving cloud. And know that that is the crystalline energy that is here. As each one of you move within your space, I invite you to open up your arms, open up all of your energy bodies, and allow for this crystalline energy to move within you. During our last time together, we had already integrated these energies, and now that you've had some time, this is an opportunity to move even deeper within. So as you open up, receive the complete healing that comes with this frequency. It can heal anything that may be going on within you. And I'm beginning to hear something that sounds like a heartbeat. This pulsation is the God essence of this crystalline energy. You may find that it synchronizes with your own heartbeat. Allow it to move deeper and deeper within you. Take a moment to just consider how all of your consciousness and physicality is just transitioning in this now moment. As this continues to move within you, it begins to change your DNA. You have had multiple different occasions in which we have worked with your DNA, meaning we, God, Goddess, the crystalline energies. But this is about you working with your DNA. I invite you to make that conscious choice to expand your DNA that is within you at this now moment, so that those additional strands can have energy moving through them, which in turn will activate them, which in turn will then become a more part of your everyday consciousness and reality. One of the first aspects of expanding your DNA is that you receive love. You receive love in this now moment. You receive love not only from you as your source, but receive love from you as your ego or as the person in this lifetime. That's a big step, is it not? Another part of activating your DNA is the integration of these activated strands. Some of you have activated things, it never fully integrated, so it never shut down completely, but it became inactivated. Activate and receive the expansion of your DNA. Allow it to affect the way in which you look at the world. Allow it to affect, first and foremost, the way you look at yourself. Receive and accept who you truly are. As your DNA expands, your aura will expand also. It will move to further integrate these aspects of you. That which is your soul becomes more so a part of you in this moment and moving forward. Take a moment and just consider this swirling crystalline energy that you have integrated within you, and open your perception to notice any changes that may be taking place. I invite you to open up your consciousness as if you are opening up what's around you, and ask to receive information about where you will be in 3 months. As I put that to you, many of you see yourself in your everyday life with things happening exactly as they already have been. This is a potential that has a great deal of energy behind it because it is what you have been experiencing. I ask you to now look 3 months ahead and this time literally shift into a higher vibration and open to whatever it is that may come to you. For some, it may still look exactly the same. For others, you may see very subtle differences in you, in your energy, in the energy of those around you. And then still others may see as if they have made some completely different choices. When people speak about timelines, there's actually quite a dramatic difference even within each timeline. Once you begin to pull potentials from very divergent experiences and blend it into one, it is even more dramatic. I believe, though, that this is one reason why so many of you have been feeling uneven or unbalanced or so much change in your life. It's because the merging has taken place, but within the timeline, there are many different ways in which you can react. I would therefore invite you to consider all of that. We're going to just clean out whatever was there. And then I ask you once again to look forward 3 months and see what comes up to you. This time, I could see where so many of you are truly stepping into more potentials. If what is coming to your perception is what you seek to have, then bring it into you and keep it as something solid or more real that allows you to manifest. Others of you may choose a symbol that represents what you seek to have. And then you integrate that symbol within you. As I perceive each one of you in this experience, I notice that you are integrating even more of the crystalline energy, and I see your own energies expanding even further. Indeed. Consider the change that you made in but a few minutes. For many of you, the perception is that it's not real, that it's just in your imagination. In every manifestation, this is how it begins. I invite you to be open and receive. Now look around at everyone else that is here. And as if you're going from just being aware of yourself, look around to whatever may be around you. You are even more powerful than you have ever perceived. And when you use that potential that is within you as a means of loving, accepting, receiving, it amplifies even more. I invite everyone to come back together as a group. Even as you look at one another, you can notice the change. Be open. Knowing that this is a place where you can interact with others, expressing who you are and then receiving in return. Coming up within this group is that hologram of the earth. If you wonder, is anything happening? Just look at this hologram. This is a reflection of the earth itself. And it is a massive transformation from what it used to be. Each one of you, I can invite to send your amplified energy into this hologram. This is another way of infusing the crystalline energy into the hologram. You are also anchoring your own expanded DNA, expanded awareness, and expanded energy into this hologram. It creates a very powerful energy. You then send that aspect that goes out to the universe. It is activating and aligning with many, in some cases, planets, and in some cases, the ships that are assisting Earth at this time. The remainder goes down into the Earth itself. This hologram is like this ball of energy and light that just simply moves through. As it does so, it anchors within the center of the earth. It then kind of reverses and it comes up through all the many layers of the earth, anchoring in that crystalline energy, anchoring in your own potentials. That which is yours comes up through where you anchored within the earth plane. It comes up manifesting within you. You feel it as it comes through all your energy bodies and it expands outward. You allow for the remainder of your own consciousness to flow back. It moves through your soul, it moves down through your higher self, and it moves down into you, the human, in this now moment. You can feel it. You can know it. As everyone continues to anchor, I invite you to come back within the room. If you would like to ask a question, you may press *6 on the phone. I will answer as many as I can, but if you would like to have a private session, you can check out Shelley's website, goddesslight.net.
Q&A session has started.
We will answer as many as possible.
Hello.
Hello there.
Oh, thank you so much for that guidance. It was so beautiful, and I felt a lot of release within me. But
Awesome.
with that, I also feel a lot of heaviness and emotion. And in my life, I've been experiencing a lot of heaviness and frustration in my physical body with struggling with weight gain and hormone imbalance, even though I feel like I am doing my best in, really healthy practices and loving myself and working through these energies and transitions. So I would love your insight and guidance.
This all feels completely temporary to us. It feels like, especially tonight, when those little molecules of the crystalline energy went within you, went throughout your complete consciousness. It was also going throughout your physical body. And with this change or transition in your DNA, it felt like it just allowed for this type of acceptance or this type of awareness. We felt pain being released. We felt weight being released. We felt you have been trying to walk two roads at the same time. And in doing so, like trying to keep these people happy, it's like you've been splitting yourself in so many different ways. And with this, you came completely back together. And in doing so, the other people that you're doing so much for, they're still going to be there, and that's okay. But when you are moving forward in your life from that truly blended sense of self and integrated aspect of yourself, that is what then fully allows you to let go of the weight, to let go of the pain, to let go of the distractions, to let go of all these different things that are happening right now. You are very sensitive. You're very empathic. And so some of what you've been picking up has been from the people around you, and some of it has been from just what society is going through. But we see going forward that you don't have to come back through this whole entire meditation. Just come back through a moment of it or an intention of it, and just clear everything out around you and be in that moment.
Yes, thank you. I completely align with that. I think I struggle with coming back to just myself, and I resonate with that. I split energy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it would just be better to maybe focus on coming back to myself more often throughout the day.
Correct. And know that this weight gain is because you've been indecisive and because you've been trying to be everything for everyone. So when you have that sense of serenity within yourself, then these other things will also unfold. Sure, maybe some people will get mad at you, or like, why don't you do this? Or you've been doing this, or, accuse you, but that's on them, not you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, beloved.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Hi, this is Kathy.
Hi there.
And what a great session. I really felt when we lifted up and looking forward towards November, it was like just a whoosh up into a whole new thing. Anyway, I have a question on, I have heard that September 23rd or around that date that there could possibly be a significant solar event. And I just just wonder what your take is on that. Is there some kind of solar flare or flash or something that could happen that's really significant?
Yes, that is the equinox, the fall and spring equinox, depending on where you are in the world. And that is going to be the culmination of much that has been going on. And there is going to be, I mean, think of all the influxes of energy that have been coming in, especially since the summer solstice, or the fall, winter, depending on where you are. But since the solstice, there have been massive amounts that have come in. And it feels as if the equinox is the completion of all of that. And if there's going to be a big burst, potentially, my sense is that you've been already integrating a great deal. But what's going to happen is that it's something that's going to be felt more so by those people that are not as yet awake, or not as awake as you guys are. It's going to be felt by those that I've said many times over the years that people are going to, that people and things are not in balance with the fifth dimension. So that's more so what this is about. Things that are not in a balance with the fifth dimension are going to be very uncomfortable. They're going to have to make choices, and they're going to have to make they're just going to have to make decisions. And so my sense of it is that it's nothing like shutting down the world or anything like that. Absolutely not. That was avoided several years ago. So it's more so that it is a culmination of what's been going on. And all of you that are listening to this right now, you're already there. So you probably won't have any impact. But for those that are not, it'll become uncomfortable unless they make a choice that brings them into the higher vibration.
Right. And do you think a lot of people, like I have my brother as prime example, is, he won't listen to hardly any of this stuff, but I feel like he's beginning to open up a little bit, and it's just sitting right up there in his subconscious ready to break open, so maybe this event is something that could help do that.
It feels like that's the case for many people.
Oh, great. Good news. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Got it, Light? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I want to ask if you can help me to find a job. I'm doing my best to find a job, but also I want to ask you for your help. And also I'm looking for some people to help me to continue my spiritual journey, kind of be initiated. And I want to ask you for your help to help me find the way, trying to find someone who helps me in my spiritual journey to be initiated and continue working with God, please.
So we're going to start with the second. Much more so from here and moving forward, it's not about going to a mentor or somebody else. That has to start within you and your choice to expand, to grow, to learn. And then you may meet people that help you learn, or you may meet people that help you heal, or whatever it is that might be going on in your life. But just the way you state the question, to help me find someone that can take me to the next level. When you take yourself to the next level and you begin to live and breathe and expand and integrate the next level, then you will meet other people that you can talk to about it, that can teach you, that you can read about, and things like that. So it's always about looking within you first and making that transition, and then see who's around you, as opposed to looking outside and see what can affect you. Does that make sense to you, beloved?
Yes.
Okay. So that was the most important thing. And then as far as work, it feels like there's a massive transition that's going on. And as that other person just talked about, September 23rd, it feels like this month and in the next couple of months, there's going to be a big transition. in many different levels of your society. And as these transitions take place, then there will be more jobs that become available. So as we look at you and as we look at jobs around you, it seems like there have been several potentials, but we're not quite sure why it wasn't a good fit or whatever. So we do have a sense that you do get a job, but for whatever reason, it feels like it's more so October or something like that. So if you want to bring it more into the now moment, then just like when we talked about in this journey and in the all that is, practice, I have my job right now. I find my job right now. I'm living my job right now. And that's what pulls it from what we see happening in October into the now moment. And it might still end up being October. However, you will have shifted your energy and you'll be in a place of receiving, in a place of accepting, and that reality.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And what about love? I'm almost 60 years old and I never have a boyfriend, family, or husband, or nothing. And I think that's why.
Beloved, we hate to interrupt, but there's still others, and we've already answered 2 questions. The one sentence for that is begin to love yourself, which is what our first thing was also about that we spoke of to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Goddess. Can you offer me some direction on where I should be going in my life at this particular time, and give me some energy to move forward in that way?
It feels like for several months you have been in, whether it's depression or just stuck, it just feels like there is like a heaviness or a lack of movement around you. I was just talking with the other person about all these steps of energy that are coming in. And when we look at you and we consider this, it feels like they come in, their opportunities, and then you disconnect from them. So whatever it is inside of you, whether it's fear or whether it's just, sticking with what you do know, as opposed to stepping outside and going to something you don't know. Our sense is that you need to step outside of the cocoon. You need to do things that you haven't done before. And that's what will take you into this next level. We actually, when you first talked to us about it, when you first asked us about it, we had a sense of you. What's the word we want to say? Like maybe moving or going to a new direction. So the moving that we saw at the first may be moving to a different city, or it may be just movement in your life. But we do see that this has been something that you've been working with for quite some time. And, it also goes back to in the integration and the all that is, that opening to love and that opening to the crystalline, and all of those things are what will give you that'll take you out of that place of depression or being stuck, and then allow you to see different things that are potentials around you. Because as it is right now, we see the stuckness that you have. We're just going to take a deep breath in, and as we do so, as we breathe out, for you and anyone else, we're just going to send a ball of light and just let it just come through and just, start to break down anything that is a part of that stuck energy, so that you can then begin to move forward or integrate some of these things within you.
Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Goddess. Yeah, there's always opportunities that I pass up out of fear or whatever, but God always gives me these new opportunities, and
so just take it. Just take it.
I'm really, I know. But I'm really impressed with his patience, or her patience. I know. I have to take it. I know.
We can't do it. You're the only one that can do it. We can't do it.
Oh, you don't want to do it for me.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I know.
Don't be one of those after the 23rd that's the stragglers. Go ahead and stay in the vibration that you are.
Thank you very much, Shelley.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This next one will be the last.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Tonight, energy integration. I would like to have that energy run up and down my spine. I listened to the ULB, and they were talking about how we can run that energy from the top of our crown down to our root chakras, and just in meditation. Just that a lot of time when I go into those meditation, I fall into deep sleep, and I do feel the clarity the next day. But I don't. Do I need to focus on once after I go down to the earth and ground it, and then bring the energy back up, and then I just run it up from the root to the crown? Do I need to focus on what side needs to go on, or I seem like to be better when it's going down to the central cord of my spine and not focusing specifically? Then I feel like it's really it's the first time I feel love, like a sweet energy down my spinal cord.
Mm-hmm.
But can you give me more direction, because I don't know how to run energy?
So we think you're running energy just fine. When you try to define where the energy needs to go, that does limit it to a degree. So those times when you just let the energy go to wherever it needs to, it's going to go wherever it needs to go within you. So it'll run all the way to the top of your spine. And then if it needs to focus a little more on the solar plexus or on the third eye or in any particular space in your body, then it'll go back and it'll go there. But your intention of bringing it up from the earth, letting it go all the way up to the top of your head center, then that's all you need to do. And you're doing it because we know you're doing it and we see you doing it. But then on this journey tonight, that being up in the all that is and really, really integrating with the crystalline energy and letting it integrate into every cell, that's what we think you're looking for. So your grounding is what's so important for you as you're talking about. And then the next step, or the back end of it, or the finishing up of it, is reconnecting in the all that is and letting that come down within you, so that all of this will just become much more second nature and be there and present with you.
Could you do like a quick step for all of us, so that we can breathe up from the crown all the way down and reset it for all of us?
Well, I mean, we already did it during the channel. We're not quite sure what you want differently. And then and coming down from the all that is, we brought that, and then we anchored it, into the earth, and then we brought it back up from the earth. So I'm not sure what you want that's different.
Okay. Because that's a 45-minute meditation. I'm talking about a quick breath, like visualize coming down from the crown all the way into the body, and then down into the ground, and then coming back up, and then let it flow out.
Well, one way that I think is can be a really effective way is considering the infinity sign, where it starts within your heart center, and then you send it down into the earth. You connect with and you link with the earth. It comes back up through your energy bodies, and then it goes back up over the upper ones. You can then send it in a loop going all the way up to your soul, or the all that is, and then it comes back down within you, and it transitions right there at your heart center. So then if you just kind of envision this infinity sign as it's going up and down, what you're doing is you're linking with the earth and Gaia and anchoring, and then you're linking with your soul and the all that is, and it all just flows up and down within you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Q&A session is over.
All right, beloved family. At the beginning of this meditation, we spoke about what a pivotal time this is. And with this next step that each one of you integrated with blending with the crystalline energy and the all that is, literally letting it become a part of you and activating your DNA, is the next step that all of humanity will be moving through. Be open to receive. Be open for these new potentials that are coming your way. As I spoke about the differences within even one timeline, find that which is the highest light frequency for you to be where your focus is upon. And as you look forward or as you move forward, allow for that to not only integrate within you, but let it populate that which is in your highest and best interest at all times. Beloved, know that I am ever within you. Ansaluia.